Hey everybody, Christy Birchville here. Today we're reading through Ezekiel chapter 26. And I gotta be honest, it's really hard to read through a lot of these chapters and just read judgment after judgment after judgment, destruction, destruction, destruction. And today's chapter is no different. Verse 21 actually says, it's God speaking. It says, I will bring you to a horrible end and you will be no more. You will be sought, but you will never again be found, declares the sovereign Lord. It can be really tough to read those verses and recognize that the same God that we think about and we talk about being loving and kind and compassionate could say those words and mean them just as true. But it's something that we have to understand about the nature of who God is. God is absolutely compassionate and loving and kind and all of those things, but he is also holy. And if we don't acknowledge his holiness, we don't understand the true judgment nature of God. Part of him being loving is him protecting his holiness. He is holy. He cannot abide sin. He cannot allow it to stand and to endure. He must judge it. And unfortunately, we sin. So as we see here, God, bringing judgment on areas that had been sinful, we have to understand that's just a reflection of truly who God is. He is loving. And because he's loving, he must judge sin. And because he judges sin, he is compassionate. He is those things. They can be together. They're flip sides of the same coin of who God is. And we can't have he couldn't truly be loving if he didn't have standards in terms of what is right and what is wrong to be loved. If everything is loving, then God isn't the perfect definition of what that is. God is judgment for those that aren't following him. We have to recognize again the character of God. And even though these verses can be really difficult to read and it can be challenging to think about, it should motivate us to make sure that people understand their need for Christ. They need a Savior. Otherwise, they're just as doomed to judgment as these peoples were in the chapter we're reading today. Thanks.